Hello everyone, welcome to the Ozark Outpost. This is Global War 85, Operation Nike, Soviet Global Command 5.3. Okay, here we go. The Soviets are going to start off repairing the 3 damage to the minor army base in Tehran. So now that is usable. They are not repairing the damage to the minor port of eastern Iran. They don't feel a need to have that operational right now. Okay, so now tech, computers, chemical, Top Gun, Advanced Airborne Doctrine. Swing and a miss everywhere. Okay, purchase. There isn't anybody this time that Soviet Global can aid to because PRF is out of the game and the Iran-Iraq war is over. So, there we go. Okay, they're going to spend 12 on 2 airbase upgrades. They're going to spend 8 on an army base upgrade, 8 on 2 airborne, 8 on an air superiority fighter, a naval air superiority fighter. And then, what was that? Yeah, 11. No, that can't be right. That's not right. I got too many in there, so take away one of those. So they're spending 9 on an SSN and a frigate, and that leaves 2. And they'll save the 2. So they're saving 2. I did some miscalculation there when I was laying that out. Okay. That's it for purchase. Next, we're going to have combat. Yes, we are. You're wondering, where are we going to have combat? Well, if I can get the camera set down here. No, we are not going to have combat in Finland. The Soviets are going to bypass Finland, and we're going to have a declaration of war on Sweden. So, I checked the minor reference sheets. If they attack and capture Finland, Sweden will align to NATO. But the reverse is not true. If they attack Sweden, it has no effect on Finland. So, and since NATO and Soviet Global are not at war, there's no military pact between them with Sweden because of the Soviet attack. So this is what's going to happen. We've got a fleet here in port at Leningrad. A battle cruiser, a destroyer, a frigate, and 2 diesel boats are coming into A13 to attack the Swedish Navy a destroyer, and 2 diesel boats. If the screening force attack is successful, then an amphib will come out of Leningrad carrying 2 Marines and an attack chopper for an amphibious assault on Svaland. 2 airborne out of Leningrad will join the attack in airborne assault. Backfire bomber from Murmansk will fly 1, 2, 3 spaces over here to A12, doesn't really matter. Where he's going to shoot 2 cruise missiles into space. Oh, yeah, he can do it from there. They got long-range missiles. 1, 2, yeah. He's going to shoot 2 cruise missiles into Svaland as part of the attack. The major air base at Leningrad is going to shoot a cruise missile 1, 2, 3 into the attack as well. So that's a total of 3 cruise missiles. We have an air superiority fighter from Murmansk going 1, 2, 3, 4 to come in and join the attack. Another ASF from Moscow is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 over here to join the attack. Naval attack bomber sitting on the ground here in Murmansk, since it's supercarriers in port. 1, 2, 3, 4 over here to join the attack. There's also a naval fighter in Murmansk. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he will land, if he survives, he'll land on the amphibious assault ship in A13. And then one more piece that you can't see there. Now you can. Strategic bomber over there in, I believe that's Eastern Ukraine. No, Volgograd. He's going to go 1, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 into A12 there. No, 4, 5, 6. He's coming all the way in because he's going to carpet bomb. So, those are the combats and the assets and everything else. So we're going to have the screening force attack first. I'm not going to take everything to the battle board for this, but I am going to get my mobile dice tray. That ought to be plenty of dice to do the job. And we'll just do it all right over here. Now, are you going to be able to see the dice tray? No. We are kind of crowded here. So, we're going to have to move the camera over here to let you see the dice tray and kind of sort of see the action as well. Okay, there we go. All right, so first, as I said, screening force battle. So we've got, we'll go from top to bottom. We've got a battle cruiser at 8. Okay, there is a hit. Now we have a cruiser at 6. That missed. We've got a destroyer He missed. We've got 2. We're going to have another one in there. The Bear Foxtrot is also coming in to attack those subs. So we've got 2 diesel boats attacking. Okay, they both missed. Now the Bear Foxtrot at a 4. He misses. Okay, well, the destroyer has been hit. He defends at 4, and he gets a hit. And the diesel boats are going to fight to the death. It doesn't do them any good to go on silent running if their country's going down the tubes. There's 2 more hits. Oh, the defenders are hot. Okay, so the Swedish destroyer is sunk. There's 2 hits in return that are going to be taken on the 2 Soviet diesel boats. Okay, now we are down to, wait a minute, change that. Keep one of the Soviet diesel boats and kill the frigate. So now we've got the destroyer, a diesel boat, and the Bear Foxtrot that can shoot at those Swedish diesel boats. So the destroyer and the Bear Foxtrot are both 4s. Okay, there is 1 hit. And then the diesel boat is a 3. There is the second hit. So the 2 Soviets, the 2 Swedish subs are gone. Now they shoot in return. And this time they both miss. So the Swedish Navy is kaput. And now we have the amphibious, airborne, air attack, everything. Okay, so this time we'll start low and go up. So we're going to have the strategic bomber, carpet bombing. Yeah, I'm just making sure there's no SAMs there, so there's no first strike air defense. Actually, there isn't anybody in this fight that's got first strike. Okay, so carpet bomb. There are 2 carpet bombing hits. We'll get a, there we go. Mark that with a 2 carpet bombing hits. Okay, now we have 2 airborne and airborne assault. So they're at 3. There is 2 more hits. That's 4. Now we have 2 Marines with close air support, so they're at 4s. Wow, 2 more hits. That's 6. And 5. 6 is what's needed, so we'll go ahead and have the 2 air superiority fighters do their thing. They both missed. Have the fighter do his thing. Okay, there is an air superiority hit, so now we have overkill. So 5 Swedish mechs defend for 1 hit. And then the fighter defends it's on air superiority for a miss. Okay, so now I'll get you back over this way where you can see better. Okay, so the Swedish mechs come off. The Swedish fighter comes off. And Svealand is captured. I gotta go get a roundel. Svealand is captured. Soviet Global goes up 2 from 40 to 42. Oh, I did forget something earlier, another combat move. Technically, it is a combat move. The lone remaining ship in port at Leningrad came out and moved into A12 to blockade that port and put Gotaland out of supply. Blockade and out of supply. So there's the blockade and out of supply. Okay, that's it for combat. I believe, yes. Okay, so now I'm going to land the air while I'm here. Okay, the strategic bomber is going to fly back to Baltic states. The Bear Foxtrot will fly back to Murmansk. The fighter has to land on the amphib. The attack bomber flies back to Murmansk. Both of these air superiority fighters are going to land over here at Baltic states. The backfire goes back to Murmansk. And all the air is landed. Okay. Back up over here. A touch. Actually, well, I have to go something like that, I think. Okay. Over here in port at Murmansk are 2 diesel boats and an SSGN. They're coming out of port and they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Since everybody's still at peace, they're coming through the SOSUS zone to A3, where they're all 3 going to go on silent running. Actually, I don't think they can go on silent running in a SOSUS zone. Well, I won't put them on silent running. I'm not exactly sure if they can or they can't. I just won't do it. I'll err on the side of caution. So there's that. There probably is an escalation increase for that. Let's have a look. Since they are, well, they're not SSNs or boomers, which Caterpillar Drive would let them go through without it. Yeah, +1 escalation to US Global per sub, and +2 each to NATO. So US Global, because of that escalation, goes from 35 to 38. NATO, because of it, goes from 20 to 26. Okay, there's that. Check my notes. That's it for non-combat. So now we're going to get to placing some units. So let's get the camera over here. Yeah, I think this might work. Okay, base upgrades. The minor army base at Murmansk is being upgraded to a major. The minor air base at Baltic States is upgraded to a major. And the minor air base at Western Ukraine is upgraded to a major. Now, frigate and the SSN are being built in port at Murmansk. So I put them on the card. The Naval Air Superiority Fighter is being built at Murmansk. And what did I do? Was a naval attack bomber over here. What did I do with it? Somewhere I have misplaced an entire naval attack bomber. I have no idea where I put it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Couldn't see it in the ground clutter. 2 airborne are being built at the major army base in Moscow. And that's it for placing units. So there's what the situation looks like in the northern reaches. Oh wait, I forgot a non-combat. This guy from Smoyeda is going 1 into N1 and then 2 into Leningrad, 3, 4. Also to come over here to Baltic States. Okay, there we go. Now we gotta collect money. The Soviets are at 42. So 25, 35, 42. And that's what they're going to have for next turn. Missile-wise, they shot 3 cruise missiles, so that reduces their available inventory to 2. Ozark Outpost, over and out.